Live from Wichita, it's the Wichita Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Waddle.
Hey! All right, welcome. Thank you, everyone. In Wichita, we have tons going on with public engagement, from community cookouts to online collaboration. We're celebrating some big wins in creating a healthy community through inclusive engagement. And when I say big, I mean ginormous.
Yeah!
I don't know if you've read the news lately, but Wichita is not afraid to talk about the difficult issues. We've held candid conversations, a discussion of race in Wichita to engage multiple community perspectives on sensitive topics and provide space for communities of color to tell their stories, build relationships, and tackle difficult issues. This built upon the nationally renowned First Steps Cookout. Speaking of community engagement, Wichita also goes big when engaging residents and improving our community with input from more than 14,000 residents.
Whoa.
Project Wichita is a community-driven 10-year action plan that will help advance our region by retaining talent, developing lifelong learners, building strong neighborhoods, growing our economy, and improving the quality of life for residents. In addition to traditional public engagement, Wichita uses the internet to collect input. Through the Activate Wichita platform and social media, community members from every zip code have provided input on the city's budget and explosive topics from fireworks to food trucks. Boom! Speaking of trucks, inclusive civic engagement has helped guide our transportation improvements. More than 4,000 people have provided input through more than 40 meetings. As a result, we've partnered with the local school district to provide transit to fill gaps for students and created community advisory boards that provide input on a range of transportation topics to ensure community collaboration on bicycling, transit, and more. We have a great show tonight. Let's talk to our first guest.
Yeah.
So what's more American than baseball? Here with us tonight to talk about League 42 is the Geronimo family and Park Director Troy Houtman.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, nothing's more American than a park filled with kids playing baseball. It's so exciting. About 5 years ago, one of our local sports writers, his name's Bob Lutz, he had this great idea to create an inner-city baseball league. And what did he call it? League 42. It's so awesome. So he also decided to work with the city and convince the city to put in $1.5 million into the park and turned it into a baseball oasis.
Whoa. Angel, you represent the future of our community, and you look great in that outfit. Let's see that uniform. Yeah. So why League 42? What does the number 42 stand for?
Well, because it was Jackie Robinson's number, and he broke segregation barriers in Major League Baseball. For me, the number 42 is my Superman symbol in baseball, because it represents hope.
Well, I see that you're here with your parents, unless those are some really big kids. So what effect has League 42 had on your whole family?
Well, it got us out away from the TV and outside and active. We're cheering on our boys, and my husband, he works 2 jobs to keep a roof over our head. So normally on his time off, he's indoors resting, but now he's outside practicing and playing and cheering on our boys. It's our family time. Our older son, Alex, he aged out of League 42, but he comes back and helps coach the younger kids because he loves to give back to the league that did so much for him.
Wow, well, how much does this cost? Hiring coaches, paying for uniforms, equipment, snacks? Those things must break the bank.
Oh, no, it's only $30 per family. It doesn't matter if you have 1 child or 8. And even one season, I didn't have the $30, and League 42 gave my boys a scholarship so they can continue playing. There was one time when my older son was 7, we started him in another league, but we had to stop after just 1 season because it was just way too expensive. And Angel here would always ask us, when would he get to play? And now, thanks to League 42, he can.
Hey! So Angel, what have you learned while being a part of League 42? And what else have you done?
Integrity, teamwork, and confidence are just a few things I've learned. And I've also done a lot of other fun stuff for League 42. We have gone to see the Royals play twice. I went to Thunder hockey games and WWE wrestling matches, and that was a lot of fun. Best of all, I got to do this with my family and best friend MJ. Last year at one of our games, Baseball Hall of Fame, Reggie Jackson came and spoke to us, and that was awesome.
Reggie Jackson?
Hey, Jimmy, League 42 is more than just a baseball league. By the end of this summer, they're going to have a brand new indoor facility but also they can have a math lab and a reading lab to tutor the kids. It's just pretty exciting. Another thing that's really interesting is that they've actually increased their participation 4 times.
Whoa! Wow, sounds like a great organization serving youth through unique public-private collaboration. Thank you, Troy and the Geronimo family.
Yeah.
Now let's do hashtags. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
All right, let's talk about healthy communities.
The Health and Wellness Coalition is all about hashtag removing barriers and hashtag healthy eating. 25% of Wichita lives in a food desert. Through hashtag collaborations, the YMCA, schools, community partners, local businesses, and the city of Wichita have been able to hashtag develop programs to hashtag increase access to healthy foods and also alternative breakfast programs for our schools. Our local school district was recently awarded a national Share Our Strength No Kid Hungry hashtag National Breakfast Hero Award.
Whoa! Hashtag most important meal.
The hashtag Wichita Public Schools alternative breakfast programs, you know, breakfast in the classroom, a grab-and-go breakfast, and second chance breakfast, has helped our students to learn their greatest potential in the classroom while increasing access to healthy meals. And tardiness has declined by over 24%, and our average daily participation for breakfast has improved over 1,500 meals a day.
Talk about going the hashtag extra mile and hashtag breakfast of champions.
And providing healthy meals doesn't take a break during the summer. Our community kiddos have access to meals at over 65 sites every day.
Yes, I have summers off from work. Losing my income is devastating for our family budget. And thanks to the hashtag Schools Out for Summer Lunches, my kids are able to get a healthy meal within walking distance of our home.
Speaking of hashtag summer, low-income residents within our community can participate in our Double Up Food program. Through Double Up Food Bucks, they're able to get twice the amount of fresh fruits and vegetables at our local farmers markets. Hashtag healthy eating. And it's not just about hashtag healthy eating in our hashtag American City. We're also excited to have our Bike Share ICT program where Wichitans have pedaled hashtag 16,000 hours within the first 2 years.
Hashtag taking it to the streets.
Since we launched in hashtag 2017, hashtag Wichitans have burned 8 million calories.
Hashtag can you feel the burn? And hashtag I like to ride my bicycle.
In the last year alone, rides have gone up hashtag 64%. Thanks to hashtag Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas for hashtag 8 years of funding. It's a hashtag $2.7 million public-private partnership.
Hashtag
shared vision, hashtag civic engagement, hashtag inclusiveness, hashtag collaboration, hashtag innovation, and hashtag Wichita.
All right, let's keep things moving and talk to our next guest. Here with us today is Pastor Buck, Chief Ramsey, Councilmember Johnson, and Sergeant Bart.
Hey, hey.
Hey, Sergeant Bart. So, is this the new official hat for the Wichita Police Department uniforms?
Well, not officially. That was taken at the First Steps cookout. I complimented Miss Overton, one of our neighborhood presidents, on her hat. She asked if I wanted to try it on. I couldn't resist. However, the chief has yet to make this our new official police hat.
But Jimmy, it wasn't all fun and games. This was a deliberate effort to start a conversation between the community and law enforcement.
What our community did was special. We took a protest and turned it into a cookout. Even President Obama took notice.
President Obama.
And Marky Mark.
What Chief Ramsey did when he first came to Wichita was organize what's called the God Squad. And then later, after hearing of a planned Black Lives Matter protest because of all the violence in our country, he contacted the God Squad and some community activists. We sat down and talked and was able to move it from a protest to the First Steps cookout, the first of many more.
So how did the cookout work out?
Jimmy, the cookout was great. I mean, You had community and law enforcement talking like regular people about community issues. Over 1,000 people showed up. We had plenty of food, music, dancing, and games, but most of all, it was an opportunity for our community to meet and talk with our new police chief.
Well, thank you, Pastor Buck. Sergeant Bart, can you tell us about some of the innovative things the police department's doing?
You bet. Chief Ramsey wants to make sure all voices are heard. Police ambassadors are engaging with underrepresented groups throughout the community, and the chief and the Wichita Police Department are committed to being transparent and accountable.
Jimmy, Wichitans believe because we are continuing these tough conversations with our city and county officials, with the police chief, with the sheriff, with the DA, and even with community leaders, that's what helps make Wichita an all-American city.
Yeah! Well, that's a wrap for tonight. Glad you could join us to hear about all the great things going on in Wichita. See you next time on the Wichita Tonight Show!